Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. So today I've been outside getting a little breeze, took a little jog, and I ended up listening to this woman talk about how she feels as though a woman should have a man submit to her.
Get your man to be submissive. Rule number one, you gotta be a boss ass female. You have to have your own shit, your own money, your own car, your own crib. You gotta have your own shit. No man wants to be submissive to a woman who is always asking for rides, is always asking for $20, $40, is always asking for something. If she's not asking for help around the house, around her house, if she's not asking what you want to do for date night or whatever, things like that, you have to be a grown ass woman for him to be submissive to you. You have to show him that sort of power and womanly essence, if you will. He's not going to be submissive to some little ass girl.
He's not going to be submissive to some little ass girl, and that's facts. Now, I'll tell you what facts is. Any dude that's submitting to a woman like you is going to be a little ass boy, and therefore he's not going to be a real woman's type, because no real woman is going to want some soft dude. I'm sorry, that's just so weird that you would even suggest.
And that's facts. Number two, how to get your man to be submissive. You have to find an equal balance of love. It has to be a balance of giving, but also taking. He needs to worship you like the queen that you are. He needs to put you first. He needs to compliment you, treat you like the queen, but also you have to love him. You have to show him affection and care, and you have to show him some sort of comfort and support. Now, all of these things I'm saying so far, it may sound like it's being fake or like not being authentic. I want you to actually really feel like doing these things. I love to love and I love to give. I love being affectionate, so I just naturally give to whatever man that I'm with. But that's part of getting him to be submissive, because if you show him that, so it's kind of like with your parents. You go to your parents for comfort. They also discipline you and they're stern with you. It's an equal balance. So it's kind of the same with a relationship. You have to give a little, you have to get, and it's just an equal balance, equilibrium. Number three, getting your man to be submissive. You have to know how to talk to him. You have to know how to compliment him, be there for him when he's down. Also support him when he's up, and be his, his backbone, his rock, his everything. You just gotta be that woman. A man is gonna naturally gravitate to a woman that he feels like he can be secure around and he can be himself. If he can laugh with you, talk with you about any and everything, and know you're not gonna, look down on him or judge him, he's gonna stick around with you. It's all about comfort with men. The right man wants to be comforted. He wants to be loved, but
I don't know who gave this like 20-something-year-old girl the notion that she should be giving out relationship advice, but so far it all sounds good, but she is coming off like one of those chameleon types, like say exactly what the dude wants to hear, but when it comes to actually performing what I should do, I'm not going to do any of it. Like, she started out saying how the dude should pretty much worship her, but all she plans to do is be a good backbone and support system, but she doesn't plan to worship him back. Now, granted, I don't think any human being should worship another human being at all. There's a lot of, I would say, incorrect word usage and her description of qualities that should be had. But I can tell from her youthful appearance that she doesn't know crap about life.
He also doesn't want no weak ass female. No female that is mad, clingy, always trying to be around and up under him, who doesn't have like her own thing going, who's insecure. You can't be the type of female that is always asking for his opinion on things. Like, you have to really put yourself first. But this is where the balance comes into play. You got to put yourself first, but also find some way to fit him into your life. A real man is going to recognize a woman that he can actually be vulnerable and submissive around. He's going to be open to doing all sorts of things. He's going to take your opinions into consideration. Things that you say actually matter and mean something to him. I've said this in my previous video. how to get your woman to be submissive, I'm gonna say it again. Submission does not mean whips and chains. It doesn't mean being a simp. It doesn't mean being a fucking pushover. It doesn't mean just shutting up and letting her, you know, basically walk all over you. That's not what submission is. You can still be dominant, but you can also be submissive. You can be both at the same time. You can be a grown-ass, strong-ass fucking man, but also know when to stop and listen to your woman. A lot of strong-ass men know how to be submissive to the right woman. I don't want y'all twisting this shit up and thinking...
She's, again, using some of the wrong words here. It's a good thing for a woman to be submissive to her husband, but the Bible and pretty much any scholar, anybody with a brain would suggest that no man should submit to a woman. If the man is supposed to be the be-all, end-all, the decision maker, the head of the household, right? Then what does he look like submitting to the woman? She's there to support. She's there to help him make decisions. But should he just cower to her? Absolutely not. And you may be saying, oh, he's not supposed to be a simp. But ma'am, if you're suggesting for a moment that you're some type of boss and that's the way to get a man to submit to you, then yeah, you fall into the category of the modern day woman who does not know how to get a man, keep a man, or make a man happy at all. You look like you know how to go get your hair and your nails done, spend a lot of money, but when it comes down to some real stuff, you probably don't have what it takes. But we'll let her finish.
Means a certain thing, and y'all both can be submissive to each other. That's the great thing about love and relationships. Y'all both can be dominant, y'all both can be submissive, but that's where the balance comes into play. A lot of men that I talk to, I have this type of personality where it's just very, what's the word? Like, I say exactly how I feel. I say exactly what I mean, and like, I don't hold back. I can say some rude ass, disrespectful shit, not intending it to be rude, but I can say some shit, but it's like, it's gonna be respected because it's honest at the same time. Men don't really care if men care if you're being rude and disrespectful, but if you're kind of being mean, a lot of men don't really care about that type of shit. I feel like a lot of men like women that are mean. You gotta say shit, and you have to hold yourself to a certain standard of value and respect.
Oh my God. Please, anyone who's seeing this video, do not take her advice. Men do not like when women have bad attitudes at all. In fact, guys will sit there and tell you, I will take an average chick without anything special to look at, but if she has a good personality, a nice heart on her, then I'll take her over the best looking girl in the world with that shitty, stuck up, I deserve everything, I'm a boss ass bitch attitude that you actually have. But yeah, again, let her continue this travesty of information.
And a man that's going to be submissive to you, and this isn't just men, people all around can look at you and tell just by the way that you carry yourself how you value yourself and how you feel about yourself. People can tell. That's why my dad always told me that nobody's going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. So when you walking around here in your heels and you're fucking with your nails done and your outfit on point and you looking bad as a bitch, they're going to tell what type of woman you are just by the way that you walk, the things that you say, and just overall how you carry yourself. People are going to be able to tell. So for starters, do those 3 things. A lot of it comes with what's inside. You have to have peace up here. You have to know all of the right things to say, how to comfort.
Yeah, and I can already tell you're one of those, I'm stuck on how I look, and therefore a dude needs to submit to me because I'm pretty and I'm a bad bitch or whatever. And it's like, honey, you're gonna have a rude awakening if you haven't already, because I can see this is probably one of her last uploads that she actually did. Somebody told her that this shit was stupid. But again, let her continue.
You have to be a loving type of person, but also you have to respect yourself and not take bullshit and certain things from people. You gotta stand up for yourself. Men love that shit, and they know that you're not going to just sit there and cry or bullshit about things that they say. That's all facts.
Alright, that's about all I can take. Apparently she's mastered the certain lines that you should say to other modern women to get them to obviously click and like your videos, but she obviously doesn't take any of her own advice or actually know how to be the person that she's trying to explain. She's not actually the woman that dudes want at all. In fact, she's badly mistaken. She's quite young though, I mean, you can tell. And she's got a lot to learn, and it's pretty sad, but at the same time, this is another great example, and that's why I had to put it on blast, so that other women who are possibly watching my channel can definitely know that this was not good advice, and then also so that if there are men out here who see her, they know to run the opposite direction. Well, definitely tell me what you think, guys, and I'll see you next time.